What's up, YouTube? I'm back with you today, and I'm doing a quick little video here on how to hustle on eBay. Now, by hustle, I know a lot of people are automatically going to think I'm talking about something illegal, and I'm not talking about something illegal. I'm just talking about, I call a hustle basically anything that is a fast way to make money, okay? And it's, not illegal. I'm not doing anything illegal, and I'm not going to be telling you how to do anything illegal because, I don't want to cheat anybody, and I sure don't, ain't looking to get in trouble with the law. What I'm looking for all the time, anybody that knows me, and if you watch my other videos, I'm looking for ways to make money, especially if it's an easy way to make money. I work online through a lot of online reward sites, and I've got a lot of videos about those. But I'm going to tell you today, if you're looking for a way to make some extra money or some easy money, and you've got something that you know a lot about, you can flip some things on eBay and you can make money. And doesn't take really a lot of hard work or a lot of hard effort. And I'm going to tell you how. I don't care, mine is sports cards and might be some other things from time to time. But maybe you don't know that much about sports cards, but there's a lot of other things. You might, if you know a lot about anything that's collectible, might be old video games, it might be costume jewelry, it might be stamps, it might be postcards. If you know a lot about anything that is considered collectible that a lot of other people collect, it might be pocket knives, big lighters, just about anything you can think of that has a market, a resale market where there's a lot of people that collects it out there, you can hustle and you can make some money. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what I do or tell you about what I do with baseball and football cards and sports cards in general. But the same things would apply to no matter what. So if you've got a hobby or if you've got an interest that you know a lot about, put it to good use and you can have some income coming in off of eBay from time to time that helps out. All right. Um, Before I really get started here, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Mason Peterson out there. Mason, I picked up a bubble mailer here and because I was out of that size, and I've got you some cards I'm going to be sending out to you, buddy, here. If I don't get them shipped out in the morning, because today is actually Friday, and my post office closes on Saturday morning about, I think, 11. But if I don't get them out to you in the morning, I'll definitely get them out to you by Monday at the latest, and you should be able to get them in the mail probably where you live about 2-3 days tops. And because I've shipped things to a lot of people up north of me, and they get them in about 3 days. And I'll go ahead and show you, Mason. Sending you some 76 Topps Cubs. Jerry Morales, Bill Bonham, Tim Hosley, and the best card I'm sending you is a last year's 2016 Topps Hector Rondon Gold. And this one is serial numbered on the back, as you can see, Mason. It's numbered to 2016, gold short print. And so I'm sorry I don't have a whole lot more handy, but a lot of things I buy, if I'm not putting them back for my own personal collection that I'll give to my nephew one day when he's older, I usually go ahead and give things to my nephew now. But I had these handy. I hadn't gave to my nephew yet, and I wasn't planning on trying to sell these online to buy to get money back for what I'd paid for other cards I bought from myself or my nephew, and or to make some money. So I'm going to send these out to you. I know that you're putting together older top sets. These might help you get a head start on a 76 top set. And I know you like current Cubs and Hector Rondon, really good relief pitcher. It's a nice short print card of him. And like I said, I'll have those out in the mail to you within the next few days, buddy. The reason I'm doing that, Mason, my good buddy Mason, is sending me some Notre Dame football team cards that he has duplicates of from a recent box break that he did on YouTube. And you can check out my buddy Mason Peterson at Mason Peterson 21. His channel is Mason Peterson 21. Look him up. He's got a lot of cool videos. He's a cool kid, and he's a Cubs fan. And he's always doing pack breaks and box breaks and TTMs by mail, which is autographs by mail, by the way. And anyway, Mason done a video recently on, I'll put a plug in for you, buddy. He done a video. He bought a box, an entire wax box, 36 packs of Notre Dame Collegiate Collection from 1990 back in my younger life. And He was lucky enough to get when he opened all the packs, it's a 200 card set for the complete set, and he was able to put together the entire set out of one wax box. That's very good, very rare to do. It's not often you can put together an entire complete set of cards from one wax box. Mason did it. He also got some nice Joe Montana cards, even some duplicates there, I believe, some Joe Theismann duplicates, and Tim Brown, some really nice all-time great football players. And anyway, he was good enough to tell me that he would send me some of the championship team cards because I liked them. So I'm going to send Mason some Cubs cards. And if you're out there and you collect cards and you like to trade from time to time, let me know in the comments or in a message on YouTube here. If you're on Facebook, contact me direct, and I'll even help you get into some Facebook groups I'm a member of that gets you out. You can buy and sell in those as long as you got a PayPal account, and it gets you out of the eBay fees. But anyway, back to what I was talking about, the hustle. All right. Recently, and you can do this no matter what you collect in, I look for lot deals most of the time, bargains that I can find in lot deals, and I'll tell you what you look for. Look for somebody that's got something listed that is way more valuable than what they're asking for, but is about to go off. And you don't find these type of lots every day. But recently, I bought a lot of game used jersey cards. Okay, all baseball, and all the seller had posted was a single picture of a big pile of game used jersey cards. You can see the video I did when I got that in the mail. I posted it a couple of weeks ago. It's on my channel right here on YouTube, and it was advertised in the description. All it said was 35 plus game used jersey cards. I found it with about 12 hours left in the auction, and I messaged the seller and I asked him, can you tell me any of the other players that might be in this lot? Because the picture only shows like 5 or 6 guys on the very top of the lot. And so he messaged me back and tells me kind of basically several of the other players that I can't see. He didn't tell me all of them, but some of the others, the better ones. Once he told me that, I wanted to bid. He had it listed for a start bid of $10 with $4 shipping, and nobody bid on it. I waited till there was 3 minutes left in the auction. Nobody bid on it. I put a bid in, got it for the $10 plus 4 shipping. That's 14 total. And when it got to me, it was actually 42 game used jersey cards. Plus, because I talked to him and I told him, he asked me who my favorite team was. Well, I just told him my favorite team was what my nephew's favorite team is, the Red Sox. So he sends me he threw in some like 3 or 4 extra Red Sox cards just as a bonus for my nephew. So see, if you're nice to people and you talk with them on eBay, a lot of times when you buy something from them, they'll give you extra cards just for being so friendly. It pays to be polite and friendly. And so anyway, I'm signed up through sites like ClickSense, and they've got options where if I use their links to buy on eBay, I get cash back off of what I buy. Plus, I get eBay bucks. So ended up with my discounts, I got the lot for like $13.50. I had less than 28 cents per card. I've only listed 4 on eBay. I've got 38 left. I've sold 4, and I've already sold 4 and made over $20. So that in other words, I've already sold enough of the game used jersey cards. I've only listed 4 on eBay, and I've done made back what I paid for the entire lot, and I've still got 38 game used jersey cards that I can sell or I can keep for that matter. But I made my money back in a profit, and I knew I was probably going to sell those cards unless there was something I just absolutely had to keep. There was no Red Sox, amazingly, in that lot, and I would have gave them to my nephew or put them back for my nephew, but there was not a single Red Sox in that lot. But there was a lot of good players, and I just today sold a Adrian Beltre that was serial numbered game used jersey card from 2001. And I sold that, and it made almost by itself what I paid for the whole lot. I sold it. It ended today, and I got like $11 and some change for it. And I sold 3 others the other day or last week, and each one of those brung like $3 or $4 a piece. So I'm very happy. I've made over $20, and I've got my money back. So I've made almost a $10 profit already on what I paid for the whole lot. That's not bad, and I've still got 38 more to go. And when I bought it, I told my best friend I bet I could make $100 profit on that entire lot when I sold them all. And that's the kind of things you got to look for. Look for lots. The mistake that the seller made, he could have got a whole lot more for that pile of cards if he'd have sold each game used jersey card individual. But he didn't do that. He listed them as a lot because he said his wife he had a bunch of lot deals, and if I could have afforded to at the time, I would have bought several. He had lots that had like 4 or 5 complete sets of, cards. He had lots of just, mixed stars and different things that nobody had bid on. He just had a picture of like a box of cards. Well, people want to know, and he didn't put detailed description. When you're selling on eBay, make sure you list all the details you can. The more people can read about your item, the more likely they're going to buy it. But if you're looking to sell like a big lot of, say, game used jersey cards, like what I just bought, my advice to you is sell them like me. Start them out at a price that you are going to get at least something, at a fixed. Start it out at a price. The first bid is going to at least get you enough to where if you have to sell the card, you'll be okay with selling it for what the first bid would be. And what you do when you list them like that, you're going to get collectors that will not bid on lots, because a lot of people out there don't want to buy a whole lot of cards. They don't want that mixed lot. What they're looking for is certain players that they like or their favorite team. Okay. So when I can find a lot deal like that, I'll buy it. But it's not always lot deals. You have to watch. Okay, I got a buddy named Tennessee. Well, I call him Tennessee because he's from Tennessee, but he sells cards all the time. And he's an eBay seller with an eBay store. So he's got like a lot, at the end of every month, he's got a lot of extra listings that he's not used. And what he'll do, he'll take cards like, say, that one right there. That, is a short print, but maybe it's not worth a whole ton of a lot. Maybe a couple of buck card. And he'll list them starting out at a penny auction, free shipping. And what he's hoping is you'll click on those, and then you'll visit his eBay store and you'll buy some of his fixed price listings. All right. I found one of his auctions going off on an Olin Ryan card from like 1989 Upper Deck. It had one bid on it for a penny. And I bid 6 cents, and the person that had, still had the bid that had bid it, and it said I had to bid more than 7 cents. So I bid 11 cents or 12 cents or whatever, and I got it. All right. I mean, that was a card that for that price, I'd have been of a Hall of Famer. I'd have been happy to give to my nephew. But when I got it, I was looking for some cards to list on eBay because I wanted to take, and what I like to do is try to sell enough to pay for what I buy for my nephew and to give him later that I keep now, as well as make a little profit. So I listed that same Nolan Ryan card that I just got for 12 cents. But I listed it as a fixed price. The book value on the card was only a couple of bucks. So I list the card at $1.99, 99 cents shipping. I didn't really expect anybody to bid on it. But what I also added was my best offer. And my thought was somebody might offer me $1, and as long as I get $1 shipping, I'll sell it, Some guy ended up buying it. And so, in other words, I sold a card that I had 11 cents in for $1.99. The book value on the card was only like $2 anyway, or $2.50 or something like that. So, I mean, he wasn't getting that much of a bargain on that. But I had the option. He could have made me a best offer. He just chose to buy it now. I got lucky. That don't always happen. But, you can hustle and flip cards, and that's what I call it, is flipping cards, And if I wasn't going to send these right here to my buddy Mason, I'll be honest with you, this one I would end up listing on eBay at a fixed price for like $1.50. Or nah, I'd probably have a starting buy it now price at $1.99, and or make best offer, and I'd sell it for $1.50 to somebody that was either a Cubs fan or somebody that collected short print cards that they were trying to put together, maybe a set of the Topps Gold. And I always do my shipping usually 50 cents, but in this case, like the Nolan Ryan card, I'll just put shipping 99 cents. That way, it covers my envelope, it covers my top load, it covers my plastic sleeve, it covers everything. And and then if somebody wants me to ship it in a bubble mailer, I will if they message me, but I'll charge them a little bit more because, to be honest with you, when I send this to Mason, it's going to probably cost me a couple of bucks to ship this, and sometimes as much as $2.50. But I don't mind doing that for Mason because he's been nice to me and he's sending me some cards. We're basically trading in the mail, and just making friends. So anyway, you can hustle though and make sports cards. These right here, these are common players from 1976 Topps. They're in pretty good shape. But I'm going to tell you what, if you go on eBay, say you're trying to put a collector out there that's trying to put together a complete set of these, there's tons of these listed by themselves, even the commons. $1, $1.50 a piece. So if somebody's trying to put together a set and they need just a specific card, boom, you can sell and make them $1 a piece. Now the price guide on these might not be worth but about 45, 25 to 45 cents per common, and that's a book value, okay? But when somebody's trying to complete a set, if they're looking for just maybe a handful of cards to complete it, they'll pay $1 for a common player. And they'll pay the 50-cent shipping or whatever. I ship a lot of things in plain white envelopes, but that's because, keep shipping down, and that's the lots that I usually will list as 50-cent shipping. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short little video here, but like I said, it's not just sports cards. If you know a lot about jewelry, costume jewelry, any kind of jewelry for that matter, any kind of collectible out there, even old video games, you'd be amazed if you look on YouTube, on eBay, what is out there that actually has a big market on resale value. Old CDs, old records, old cassette tapes. You can find a market for it on eBay, and you can make money on it. And if you can buy a lot deal, even if not on eBay, go down here and look for yard sales. Look for your local flea markets, and you'll find somebody. You'll come up on something that you know a lot about. And you can buy a whole box of something like maybe sports cards, maybe, somebody that collected stamps years ago and their grandchildren are selling like their entire stamp collection in a big box for $5. Get on eBay, find out what you got, put those things on there for sale, make you some money. Costume jewelry, you'd be amazed at the money in costume jewelry. It's not even real gold, but there's a lot of money in it, especially if it's older. So, if there's anything you know a lot about, old video games, you'd be amazed what people still pay for old Atari and Nintendo games from back in the, 80s. Anyway, that's how you hustle on eBay. That's how you take something you know a lot about. You go out here, you put your knowledge of that item or that subject to use, and you buy lot deals, and then you break up the lot deals, relist them, and you flip it at a profit. And anybody can do it and make extra money. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you think you know others that will, like, share, and subscribe, and share it to your Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever. Thank you. And like I said, check out my buddy Mason at Mason Peterson 21 right here on YouTube. He's got a lot of cool videos. He's a really cool kid. And for my younger viewers out there that are like my nephew's age range, that are like 11, 12, 13 years old, you really love a lot of Mason's videos. All right, everybody, we'll be back again soon with more videos. Have a great day.